Hello, all you amazing and wonderful Cosmoteers. Welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming, and today we're going to be continuing our journey playing Cosmoteer. So with that being said, the first thing I want to do is I want to rehaul this entire ship. So I already have a design in mind for a little bit of it. The rest I'll probably be doing by ear. Probably not going to showcase the entire build, just because I don't want to spend 2 hours building something and then have you guys see or spend time wasting yours. So with that being said, I may go through and show highlights of what I build, but with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that. So first thing we're going to do, go to build, turn on blueprint mode, and get to town. So I'm probably going to delete a lot of this, especially up in the front here, and change a lot of this front around is basically my goal. A lot of this in the back probably won't change too much, but we'll see how it goes. So, all right, so far I moved the point defense to both sides. I added shields over here. I put a wing on and some engines. We're going to need to add some more crew, but for now, this is what we got. And I'm changing up the lasers to shoot up the center instead of from the outside. Just seems more to make more sense. So far, so good. Got a lot of work to do yet, but this is just a cap. So let's keep it moving. And we're going to keep on building and see what we come up with. So I will continue to do this, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so even though I want to add more, I believe I'm going to go ahead and stop here. So the reason being is because our suggested crew is approaching around 230 and our current crew is around 143. So we'll definitely do some crew management, but I don't want to get too above and beyond where we need to be in order to actually operate this ship. So if we do some crew management, I believe we can get this to work. So that is my plan. So up here, all we have is point defense and shields. We have that sectioned off by itself. Air hatches, so they can get in and out of here if need be. Hopefully they won't. They'll just stay in this little zone. That's what I'm hoping for. Same thing here. So we have the engines. You know, everything over here is pretty decently close. I wouldn't say it's as close as it could be. I could probably move this over like this and go like this real quick. And I think actually that would work off better for at least the engines. Reason being, let's go ahead and put these doors in. There we go. But now we have a problem of these guys needing power. So, I mean, it is what it is. You're either cutting off your power for your engines or you're cutting off your power for your weapons in this area. But I also have designated power for the bottom here, so they shouldn't be worried. Designated power for this engine and that side. We incorporated a few more shields. So as you can see, our whole front area is kind of like bubbled up here. We have 3 giant shields, 2 small shields in the front because it's probably where we're going to get most of our damage. We have our point defense in the front. Again, probably where we're going to get most of our damage. I put our mining lasers up here in the front. It's just a little bit quicker once we are mining. When we're not mining or when we're in combat, they shouldn't be active. I might also turn those off separately so that way we don't have to worry about that when we are in battle. But for the most part, I left my lower half of the ship the same. I changed the engines down here to get a bit more engine power off of this terminal here, engine terminal, engine room. And I did a similar idea down here. So we originally had, I want to say like 6 or 7 large thrusters here. Or actually, were they medium? No, they were large. And I replaced those with huge thrusters, but I also put in engine rooms. So this way everything's powered up 50%, as you can see. And even though it'll take a little bit more crew to power up those engine rooms, I believe we can make it work. So we're gonna have to go ahead and see, but let's go ahead and make it so. Just doing a few more eyeballs. I left room here for another ion beam emitter, but I figured we'll wait and see until we get that. I have to put in prisms real quick for each one of these. There we go, like so. I don't believe there's anything else that we can do, so let's go ahead. We're gonna make this baby so, and check that out. So Looks pretty cool. I like it. Looks pretty nifty. I like having engines on the front here. Hopefully we can get everything powered up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and check out and see if we can get some more crew quick. And we cannot. So we are maxed out on our crew, so we're definitely going to have to do heavy on the crew placement here. And hopefully it'll work out in our favor. So let's go ahead and sell some of the stuff that we don't need. We got plenty of diamonds. We've been crafting everything, so it's pretty nice to have your own, resources. So we got that going for us. But as you can see, some stuff is not getting power. So why isn't this getting power? Probably because we don't have enough crew to keep it powered up. But like I said, we have to go ahead and do some crew management. So let's go ahead and pause it. We got enough people up here. Looks like we got a pretty decent amount up here. The only issue I have is I don't want these guys up here coming down here, or vice versa. So let's go ahead and do gunners there, right? So we'll need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, and 4. So 6, 12, 4, 16 on both sides. So we got 6, 12, and let's actually do these guys. So we're gonna end up needing extra once we go up here. We need power logistics up here. There's no real manning of weapons up here other than the lasers. We could do a mining crew, like so. There's only one person needed for the mining. So we can go ahead and take this guy. Drop him in here. Actually, let's take him over here. Let's take 2 of you guys. So far, they have 3 and 3. We're probably going to be taking a lot from over here. As you can see, everybody's stuck up in their room right now. We don't need them in their room. We need them operating machinery. Let's go ahead and actually make another room quick. Right here. We're going to put it right here. You come out there, have this come out here. And we're going to make these guys engine crew. So let's get some engine crew up here. So take some of these guys. Put him up here. Like so. Especially if they're just standing around in the room here. We want them to actually do something. So let's make sure that they're actually working. Only issue I have is, again, they're trying to, even though both sides of this is connected, I would like them to stay on their own sides. So let's go ahead and see if we can. I think you can click on this room. Is it this one? No, this guy right here. So this room's going to take care of this. Like so. And I think we can leave that the way it is. We'll have this room take care of these. Good enough for now. I don't want to get too crazy, but we will need to move a lot of these people around. So we got a bunch of extra logistics dudes. We have 2 here. Put one up here. Put the other over here. We want to make sure our engines, our shields, and our weapons are fully functional. So that is the goal. Let's put some more people up take this whole room. Can we take this whole room? There we go. Just fucking shove you guys up here. Take this whole room. Shove you right there. We got our crew, or our captains, figured out. And we need power. Those guys will be our power logistics. And we'll leave these guys red. Hopefully they will take care of the shields. The only issue I have with red people, seems like whenever I have red people, they want to travel from one part of the ship to the other. And sometimes it means that they get left out in space and I have to go and pick them up. So, but as long as I pay attention, shouldn't be an issue there. We have these guys as well. All right, so all these people are wearing. Nope, he's. Why are you guys up there? Shouldn't even have power logistics people. Ugh, on the gunner. But let's go ahead and grab some of these guys. 6 there. There's 6 there. Looks like 5 there. 4 there. Let's take some of these. Those guys are crafters. Definitely like having some crafters available. I want to make sure everybody that's on a gun is yellow, because that way they will stay on the gun. Everybody else should be delivering the power for them. Transfer these guys over. Put one of these over here. This way it just spreads up the workflow a tiny bit. Hopefully they'll go to the location that's closer. That's what I'm assuming. But been wrong before. Probably won't be wrong ever again. Just kidding. I'm not that fool myself. But yeah, we're gonna try to see if this works, and that's basically all we can do. So just gotta move some crew around, and hopefully that'll make it work for us. So definitely got lots of people. Seems like everything is up and running. We need one guy to be a miner up here. And I'm probably going to go ahead and select these. And we're going to put them as 2. This way I can quick select and turn them both off. Hopefully I won't need to worry about that now that we have extra engines, but I also don't want... Oof. So I might have to stick this shield out some more. Or we could do this. So let's go ahead. Escape out of here. Let's delete. Like this. Put some wedges in here. Must be a bit right. Looks like we have to move these out, which I'm not completely against, but that means we got to do a little extra work. Put some armor back over here. Go. Gotta put doors back in. Means this gets to move up. This gets to move up. Doors for everybody. We're not going to move this guy up, but we may work on something in the future, or I may just get rid of this altogether if it's not going to cover up the engines. The whole reason I was putting it here is hopefully so it can cover up the engines, but it seems like that is not going to be the case. So we'll see what happens. That's definitely a little bit better. I like seeing this right here. That's the whole reason I wanted the secondary shield, is to have this little coverage here. Definitely looks good. This way, this entire, like, say if we're taking shots from the front, they can't just blast through the engine here, which is what I was hoping, because most times I'll be facing whoever I'm fighting. We will have to get out of build mode. Select these to select the prisms. Make sure everything's firing where it needs to fire. This goes here. And this one goes here. I'm kind of curious if we could like cross them here, make it look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see if we could do that. Not that it really serves any function, but I think it'd be pretty cool if we could see them cross in the center here. And that's the only reason, really. And if we can get them to cross, I think it'd look pretty cool. As long as they still function. If they run into each other and cancel each other out, however, we're definitely going to have to work on something there. However, I think this build turned out pretty good. And here I am messing up. Let's go ahead and do this now. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we got all these gunners ready to go. Lots of energy. Lots of engines. Lots of shields. And the same amount of crew. So it's working out. A lot of this crew down here is just kind of chilling. Not necessarily a bad thing, but let's go ahead and escape this again. We're going to manage our crew again, and we're going to take some of these red guys and make sure they're in this area, just because we want to make sure our engines are running properly. Last thing we want is to be in the middle of a fight and our engines are not working. All right, so I'm willing to give this a try now. So we have everything up and running. Let's see if we can get these to fire. I gotta go ahead and select these, put them as 1. So let's go Control 1. There we go. And let's see if we can get them to fire continuously. Oh yeah, and they cross. Hopefully somebody doesn't drive in front of us and we get engaged in battle here. But I want to see if any of them lose power, which, as we can see right here, already losing power. So what we could do is maybe put a power, maybe a capacitor over on this side, and see if that alleviates some of the energy consumption here. Let's go ahead and do that. Put you right there. And let's see if we can turn these off real quick. Let the capacitors fill up. Oh, didn't mean to move those. Gonna have to adjust those again. No, I guess not. So let's press 1. We'll put the beam on fire at target. Go. Capacitors are filling up. Cool thing about the capacitors is they should fill up from both of those. So let's go ahead back to continuous fire. They're still fluctuating. So even though we have all this power, they still take more. Either that or we don't have the crew to support the power, but we should be getting crew soon. So what I'm hoping is, first off, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. Let's go ahead and do that. But what I'm hoping is the battles that we are currently doing aren't going to take that long. Or if they do, our shields can supply most of the negation, and we can focus on... Okay, you guys, real quick, I'm getting sidetracked, but doesn't this kind of look like, you ever see the Matrix where they have like the magnetic fields on the bottom of the ship? I feel like it kind of looks like that, since it has this little opening here. Because if you remember the show, they had the fields on the top and the bottom of the ship, so that little space wasn't on the sides. But anyway, now that I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, I think we're pretty good now. We're going to definitely need to go and try. What we could do is take some of these guys, put them over here. Just so we have people on both sides of the ship here. We have this extra gunner for some reason. We'll let it slide for now. Our shields are running perfectly up here, so we don't need that many more people, it seems, up here. So let's take a few. We'll actually put them down here. And this way, hopefully, we can get some more power to our weapons. We also have a boatload of people down here. Let's go ahead and max out the power crew. And hopefully this will save us from needing power, especially during our firing phases. We are, however, going to disconnect this part because I don't want them traveling back and forth between the inside of the ship. Alright. Get out of build mode. And let's see what we can do with this bad boy. So, if you remember in the last video, I think we were doing about 25 to 30 meters a second, or miles, or... yeah, meters per second. Okay, so I was correct the first time, but we're going to go ahead and start doing some of these quests and see if our new ship can survive a battle. It's definitely much faster, 85 per second. That is amazing, honestly. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. So here we are. We have a Renegade Pack Bounty. Typically, these are pretty easy because they're usually not high-level ships. It's usually like 2 or 3 low-level ships. And then usually 1 stronger ship. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Slow it down. We have a level 3, a level 3, and a level 6. So what we're going to do is go in for the attack here. Pull back our ship like so. Take out these cannons. See if we can take these out. Take that out for sure. And we'll see where we're at after that happens. So let's go ahead and rotate a little bit this way. We are doing okay. They did get through our shield here. I think it was a disruptor that got us through. It says we're out of power. So, unfortunately, this might not be enough to keep both shields powered. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Maybe we'll need to put in a little walkway here and just have these sides of the ships connected. We are under attack from all 3 ships. Let's go ahead and rotate back to normal. And we are definitely not keeping up with our power for our weapons, unfortunately. Let's keep at range. Level 6 ship is down. Let's take out this guy if we can. That guy is down. So we definitely have something to work on, that's for sure. But we did survive. Let's go straight for his power there. There we go, burn right through and defeated. So definitely took a lot of damage, also did a lot of damage, but we definitely have some things to work on, some kinks to work out, and I think this will still be a very decent build. So let's go ahead and collect everything and head to the So let's go ahead and collect everything. We're going to work on our power logistics here, because that definitely seems to be the case. And we will go ahead and finish up here. All right, so I went ahead and moved a bunch of people up here for power logistics. So once everything starts going, hopefully we'll have the power needed. We may have to upgrade the reactor core here to a large reactor. We'll see how that works. But I also remembered that I forgot to shut off the mining lasers. So if they were firing at the same time, I'm not surprised that we ran out of power. So let's go ahead and give this another chance. Let's go ahead and turn off our mining lasers and jump into another fight. So zoom out a little bit. We're a lot faster now, so shouldn't take us long to get there. So let's go ahead over here. And once we get into this fight, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to slow it down and see exactly how bad or how good this operates. Times half time. So there we go. So this is a level 8 in Cursor. So he looks like a broadside side ship. That makes sense. He fires from the side of his ship here. So let's take out the disruptors here first. Take out both of those. He's got a cockpit here. Honestly, with this kind of ship, we could probably just burrow through. He's got a lot of cannons, though. And we're on his bad side. As you can see, there's no weapons over on this side. So he's got a lot of cannons, a lot of lasers. I'm hoping we can burrow right through into his cockpit and be done with it. But we shall see. We have a lot of shields. If we can get rid of those disruptors and not worry about our shields, we should be okay. So let's see what happens. He is turning his ship, oddly enough. We took out the disruptor. We have plenty of shields. Our shields are working just fine. It looks like we haven't even taken any hits yet. We are staying out of range of his cannons, it looks like. He does have lasers, but I'm not super worried about that. We are burrowing through into the one cockpit. Cut the ship in half. He blew himself up over there. Took that out. He hasn't even broken through our shields. So it's definitely part of the problem was leaving these miners on during our battle. So now that we took care of him, that's our level 8 challenge. And I want to say we killed that. Pun intended. But yeah, we definitely wrecked him. So no problems there. Only thing we have to remember is to turn our lasers back on when we want to loot. So not a huge deal, but something that we'll have to learn to cope with, at least until we get more and more crew members who can actually keep up with the power supply. So, not doing so bad so far. Definitely liking the style of the ship so far. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I originally wanted... We can look away from this arrows over here. I originally wanted a kind of like a nose, so have like these humps right in the middle, have the cannons coming out the side like this, but it just seemed more to make more sense to have them come out the center. Not only that, but they're fully guarded by all these shields that we have. They cross right in front, so I think it was worked out perfect. So let's go ahead and loot all this stuff up, and we will continue on leveling up. So see you guys in a little bit. I believe we can go ahead and take this guy out. Let's see what happens. Coming in hot. Let's see if we can dig right through, take out a small reactor core. I don't see anything else in this ship that's too damaging, but he does have a lot of flak batteries. So I'm hoping if we can keep our distance here, we can burrow through right to his reactor. Looks like his disruptors went right through to our shields. Very unfortunate, but we took him out so fast it didn't even matter. So there we go. Let's go ahead and loot all that. Let's go ahead and loot all this, and we can move on to our next area. All right, here we are at another bounty. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Go ahead and get close, slow it down, and we have an Aldebaran. That's what it sounds like, what it looks like. Missile mine launcher. So we have a lot of point defense. I'm hoping that's enough to get rid of these guys. He has an ion beam. Let's go ahead and take that out first. Stay over here. And let's see what happens. Slow it down some more. They shot off some rockets. Point defense. Go! So we took out the ion beams. Let's go straight for the reactor here. Point defense is taking care of the missiles. We are slowly but surely taking care of him. There we go. And there it is. We are victorious. We are victorious against another level 8. Small amount of repairs. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and loot up. All right, let's go ahead and continue exploring and completing some of these missions. Come right over here. We have this guy. And we have this guy. So there's 2 ships here, but I think we should fight one and see if we can avoid the other. Swift Wing took off, so let's go ahead and fight this guy. He's coming into range. The Incursor yet again. We fought this guy before, and he didn't give us much of a problem, so let's go ahead and see what happens again. I'm going to take out these lasers first. And let's see what happens. And the next thing we're going to do is make sure that we are decent distance away. About there. And we have to make sure that we turn off our mining lasers. Let's see how this goes. Took out one of the disruptors. Took out the laser. Took out the other laser. Cut the ship in half. He's doing his own thing now. He doesn't even know what he wants to do. go. Took him out, and they are both done for. It's kind of weird having them take off on their own. They're just like, yeah, you know what? We're not on the same team anymore. We're just gonna go and fight you ourselves. Interesting, to say the least. Go ahead and loot everything up, and we will continue on our way. All right, here we are at our next mission. Let's go ahead and slow it down. See what we're fighting, and we have a level 9 Inquisitor. So this might be a tough one. It's got 3 prisms, a boatload of shields. Definitely got a strong one right there. But we can just take out the crystal itself, so we could shoot right down the center and see if we can take those out. But let's see what happens. So we're gonna shoot all this and see if we can take them out. So keep this over here. Let's hit number 2. Make sure our mining lasers are off. Apparently we're auto-saving. And let's go ahead and see what happens. So we took out 1 prism already. Took out prism number 2. Straight down the middle, prism number 3, and defeated a level 9. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take our loot. Repair our ship. And let's get to it. Alright, so here we are at our last mission. Looks like a renegade pack. 2 ships. If I had to guess, probably both around level 6 or 7. Let's go in nice and slow. This one's coming first. Let's go ahead and pause it. Level 3 ship. Should be fairly simple. Let's see if we can cut right through the center here. Like so. Let that happen. And then we have an onset, which is a missile launcher platform. Level 3 is down. Let's go for this guy. And honestly, we have a lot of point defense, so let's go ahead and see if we can just buzz right down the middle and take him out that way. Doing pretty good. Took off his front end, and he is down. That was super fast. All right, so let's go ahead and loot up, turn in all our quests, and we can head to the next station already. All right, so here we are back at the station. Let's go ahead and turn in this level 8, this level 7 to 9, which actually does increase our limit here, so that's nice. And then this level 9 itself also increases our limit again, so this means we can hire more people. Let's get 22 more crew. Let's go ahead and grab this next exploration, and we can head down to the other station. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so here we ran into a level 9 ship, and he looks like he could be pretty tough. So we're going to go ahead and pause it, slow down our game. We're going to take out all of these prisms, see if he can avoid shooting at us. We're going to make sure that we can keep range here. And let's see what happens. Actually, we should probably just burrow right into this large reactor, if I'm being all honest. Let's do that. Let's burrow right into this large reactor. I think it'll stop him fairly quickly. Got a lot of shields, but we're doing a pretty good amount of damage, and if we can get this down quick enough, the rest of his weapons won't matter. So, let's go ahead and unpause. We are into the reactor. He did do a fair amount of damage to us as well. Let's go ahead and repair. Fair amount of damage. Took us out. He definitely hurt. But we won and we are victorious. So even though it was a level 9 ship, we ended up victorious, and that's all that matters. Go ahead and loot this guy. Alright, so we went and did another Fugitive Bounty quest. We are at the cap for level 9 quests. So we can go ahead and finish this, sell some of our stuff. And with that being said, we are going to end the episode here. We are taking on level 9 ships. So we are successful in that. And we will probably be going to a new location in the next video. So with that being said, keep an eye out for that. Maybe we'll go here. Maybe we'll just jump up to here. Either way, I feel like we should probably upgrade our ship yet again. Seems like we're doing it almost every episode. This ship is pretty successful in what we're doing, but it's not quite doing everything we needed to do. So we'll see how it goes. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.